Hello and welcome to Non-Stop Wrestling Chat. My name is Barry and this is your Impact Wrestling review. Right guys, before we get into today's show, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe and hit that notification bell. As always, your support really makes me getting up at 4 AM right now so much more easier. And yeah, it makes those early cold mornings a little bit easier when I'm heading out to go for a run or do a workout. It really does help. Right guys, let's get into Impact Wrestling's review. So we had our number one Contenders match, which was Chris Bay versus TGP versus Miguel. Miguel picked up the win, 2.5 stars. Some great X Division action here, a mix between kind of submission and high flying, which I really enjoyed. I honestly really liked this match. It was nothing special, but it was really middle of the road, so 2.5 stars. Then we had the X Division Championship match, Miguel versus Raju. Raju picked up the win in like 6 settings, so I'm not even going to rate this. Did nothing for me, no need for it to be here. Give it a little bit better, something better than what they've done. Anyway, Eric Young is backstage with a promo. He says he's had 7 days to think about what Swan said, and his conscience will be clear from this point forward, because it's D'Amore and Swan. Because it's on D'Amore and Swan. He tried to show them the path to make it easy and to get out, but Swan chose the hard way. It's a road less travelled because he's at the other end. Kind of goes on, but it's pretty cool promo. I'm loving the Young stuff. Some things later on in the show really just didn't work for me, but I like some of it when you give him a mic, let him talk, let him be that kind of weird character guy. But yeah, so then we had Kimberly versus Susie, 2.5 stars here. Solid work again, guys. Nothing excitingly out there, just a solid match. Then we're back with an ad for Heath, who used to have a last name, but now a billionaire, keeps it in a safe. He needs a job because he fired, not only because he's got kids, because he loves pro wrestling. He goes on a little, right, but they have cameos, right? So they've obviously paid for cameo, and they have people like David Hasselhoff, Chuck Norris. It was hilarious. You should go watch it because it was actually pretty fun. Then we got backstage. Machine Guns are approached by the Good Brothers, who want some gratitude for stepping in for the Rascals. Dez and Wentz show up, go on for a bit to challenge the Good Brothers, and they accept. Not sure when they challenged them for, because it didn't happen tonight, but the Impact Plus flashback moment was AJ Styles versus Bully Ray from Bound of Glory 2013. AJ wins the title. It was a good flashback moment. Then we get EC3 kind of talking about how he knows what it feels like to be robbed. He kind of goes on to say that if you have any information about, she says, it's 2020, technology is in our grasp, we communicate and control information. EC3 tells people to give all relevant information to Moose's cell phone. He gives out his number, technically doxing him, but obviously it's not real. But he's done it, and I thought it was actually pretty cool. There was a bunch of segments in between this and then the next one with Edwards and D'Amore that were just terrible. Not terrible, they just really were like a really load of segments that just bored me, so I've skipped them. And we've got backstage, we've got Edwards finds D'Amore and berates him, saying that he's letting people run all over him. Edwards says he deserves a rematch. D'Amore kind of goes on a little bit and says Eddie doesn't want to wait, it'll be at Victory Road. He gets it to get his head straight, so I think that's happening. Then we had one of the worst matches of the night, Rob Van Dam versus Sami Callihan. This is almost a 10-minute match. I gave it 1.5 stars. RVD looked terrible, literally looked so sloppy and really limited. I get his age, right, but really limited to compared to kind of what he used to be. And I honestly think we should put this guy in a tag team and give him a run there. So you can do 2-3 minutes of work, do his big spots and build it up like that. That's what I really think should happen, because his matches just now are really bad. And I used to be a big RVD fan. Some of his older stuff I still go watch to this day, especially his ECW stuff is great, but this just wasn't there. And we get Jordana Grace versus Dashwood. Dashwood picked up the win, 2.5 stars. Again, nothing special. Decent match between these two, just nothing special. So overall, guys, the whole show, yeah, I was surprised it finished there as well. Overall, the whole show I gave 2 stars. There weren't really a lot of matches. There was a lot of poor segments. But so the notes that I've wrote down are, this was nothing special. This week's Impact, I'm talking about RVD here. So RVD looked the worst that I've seen him in a long time. It's weird to, like, some wrestlers that are 45 plus, right? You could put them in that ring and they could have a great match. For instance, Undertaker, who has had great matches at 45 plus. Now, we ain't all the Undertaker, we get that. But he's had some great matches at that age as well. And quite a lot of guys can go out there and do it. Fuck, I'm going to just say Undertaker for Sting. He's had some great matches at that. But what I really think is Ric Flair, I'm sorry, I'm just remembering these guys. RVD is known for a certain style, and that style might not garnish for his age limit now. I'm not saying this guy can't still go, but whack him in a tag team. Get him in there, get him working with somebody that they can, like a younger person, they can mostly be in the ring doing most of the work. They give the hot tag to RVD, he comes in, does a couple of his moves, and that's it, done. Because you can still go, but if you can just have a shorter period of time to do it, it's going to make more money, and it's going to be good as well, because it puts a younger talent over, gives RVD that paycheck that he's just going to keep collecting anyway. But yeah, that's what I think we should be doing with him. As I said, there was a bunch of missable promos again. The thing with Young and Eddie, I missed the segment out because it was kind of poor. It felt kind of poor. I'm sure these guys will have an awesome match, but it just kind of felt poor for me. Like I said, guys, this was nothing special. It was a nothing special Impact, and there's a few things that just need to be tied up here and there. Now, this is Impact's becoming not a player again, because everybody kind of thought they were laughable anyway, and just thought it was WCW 2.0. But I think back in the day, back when they still had AJ and stuff like that, people don't really pay attention to it. Then we got the eyes on it, and they kind of messed up. Then they lost nearly everything, and now they're kind of building back up. I really think there is a way for them to come back from this and make a great promotion. One bad week isn't anything. And see, to be honest with you, I'd probably say, out of 10 weeks, I don't even know how long I've been doing the review for now. 10 weeks, I'd say they've had 2 bad shows. Last week's show was fun, and if it's 2 bad shows out of 10 weeks, that's fine. Compare it to somebody like WWE, bigger budgets, bigger investments, just a bigger company, and they're continuously failing to hit what people want to see. WWE has a vast amount of fucking talent that you can watch, but I preferred Impact tonight compared to Raw last night, and it's fine to compare wrestling shows and stuff like that. But again, I hope tonight's AEW and NXT is going to be good. Last week, they were good, but they just felt a little bit off again, off pace. I hope it's going to be good tonight. And I really think with Impact, kind of Raw being fucking pish poor this week, Impact just being okay this week, we might see these ones being really good. But who knows, it could just be a bad week of wrestling, which I really hope it isn't, because it's dire to sit and watch through these. Anyway, guys, I'm going to love yous and leave yous here. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you get a chance, drop me a follow over on Instagram and Twitter. We'll have a Facebook up soon, and there's a few new segments coming out at the start of October. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. and I'll see you here tomorrow for NXT versus AEW. See you later.